Producer Jay here. The Very Green Room returns with part 2 of the Dustin Sims episode. Will finally showed up, and now we have an amazing hour of podcast waiting here for you. Wait till we get to the video section. It's amazing. If you want to watch that video portion, I'll cut it into the video, and you'll be able to see it on YouTube. Have a great listen, and we'll see you soon.
There we go.
Yeah, we had that problem earlier because I forgot to turn the buttons on when I was doing this shit, bro. Will finally made it. I'll fucking die on this hill. You were talking about performing like in front of weird people. Like, if you're a parent and you bring your child to a place where you know there's going to be comedy, you're a bad person.
Yeah.
There's no extenuating circumstances. If you have to have the child, you don't get to watch comedy that night.
Here's some movie magic. I just arrived at the middle of the podcast. Bam. What's up, Dustin? How you doing, brother?
Man? Good to see you
Good
again.
to see you, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with modern day. Like I do a bunch of brewery shows, and so like every brewery now has like 3 things. They have like Big Jenga,
Big Connect 4 is a
Big Connect 4. Some sort of running club is always at a brewery afterwards.
Also, they have that thing where you have the little iron ring and you try to throw it and make it land back on the hook. Man, I can get stuck on one of those for an hour and a half. I'm so bad at that shit. I've never done it once. I just want one time for the fucking thing to land on the hook so I can start ignoring those things again. But, you know, autism.
Making bars kid-friendly is real dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like,
There's...
Come on, kids, come watch me drink.
yeah.
I'm a responsible parent.
Well, it's like they realized parents can either spend money on babysitters or alcohol. So if you just cut out that middleman, that's another 5 drinks a night that they can be adding on to tabs.
A whole new revenue stream here, bro.
And I mean, there is a little bit of poetic justice in the bar that caused the child to be born, having to take care of the child for a little bit while the parents get drunk again.
It's the circle of life.
But just not while people are trying to perform adult comedy.
Right.
Because even if you're one of those, oh, my kids heard it all before parents, you're still making it awkward for me.
Right.
Like, why do I have to be uncomfortable because you wanted to raise cum as a pet? Like, this is my fucking job. I'm at work right now. You can be drunk anywhere.
We did a food container court.
That was crazy.
Food container court?
It was
'cause they
called a
work
food
trucks.
court container. It had a bunch of like old 18-wheeler like things, and then like a bunch of food trucks, and there were about 80 kids there at
Running around.
Oh, I saw the pictures from that.
There was children on stage while I was talking. And when I got up to close the show, I let my true feelings come out. And I said, I wish I could have Sparta kicked the fuck out of that last child that ran up here and did all that shit. And the crowd went crazy. I was like, oh, y'all are fucked them. And they were like, hell yeah. I was like, so we need to do one around like midnight. And y'all leave all these kids at home. You fucking right. Yeah. I love these type of
The
white
most
people.
short I've ever ran on a gig, me and Nathaniel Amador got booked one Halloween at some brewery in Conroe. I can't remember the name of it.
that was Southern Star Brewery.
Thank you, Southern Star, and it's like outdoors, and they build this little stage, and it's as big, like the area where we're performing to is literally as big as a park. Like if you took your kid to this place as a park, they'd be like, this is a decent sized park.
Right. Yep.
There's maybe spread across this entire park 11 people.
Oh, no.
And the sound system's covering it. And I say people, but 8 of them are children in Halloween costumes.
Oh, shit.
Literally 7 minutes into me trying to tell jokes to one set of adults up here while I'm ignoring the children that can hear the things they say. I looked at them like, what the fuck am I doing right now?
Right.
And the guy was like, hey, man, you're doing a great job. I was like, you know what? You give it up for your next comic, Nathaniel Amador. And I walked out like 7 into a 30 because fucking
I mean,
no.
Shit, nah, we incorporated. We're like, hey, y'all come up here. What's your name? What's your favorite movie? All right, now get the fuck. And we wore them out until we was like, all right.
At the food truck court, I literally got all the kids to come up on stage and do knock-knock jokes. I was like, tell me your favorite joke. I was like, I don't want to do this.
That is so smart, and I'm filing that away.
I was like, this
perfect.
is chaos. I already got paid. I'm going to do my time.
Yeah.
But like,
I'm just going to start crowd working kids. What's your favorite flavor of crayon?
Shit. That's exactly what we did.
They started at the end. One of the kids was like, "I want to roast you," and they just called me fat.
Yep.
They were just like,
He was fat as well.
Yeah. They were just like, "You're fat." Like, and I was like, "Your haircut sucks."
Menendez. That shit was wild.
Your mom's selfish in bed.
Yeah.
Oh.
Having to host some shit like that is like, I gotta go back up there. Like,
Oh my God. That's when you're in a bad gig hosting, that's the worst.
I was like, God damn. He was like, all right, I'm gonna close out the show. All right, gonna bring your host back up here. What the fuck for, bro? These people just go home, dog. It's a football field.
I got booked to do Josh Owen's Moonshiner, right?
Yeah.
It was his birthday bash. That's all I knew about it, right? So I'm like, this will be fucking lit, dude. So I get there. I was supposed to do 45 minutes. It's in this fucking cow pasture. They got like all these vendors set up. It's like a whole festival, right?
I
They
would
got
love to do one of them shows. 9
fucking bands playing all day before me. All right, then I have to go up before the main band. Like everybody came and said, I said, that's awful. I was like, 45 minutes? And they're like, yeah. I was like, these people are drunk as fuck. And they're like, do it. Well, so this TikTok guy, he was there. And he was supposed to go up and do 15 before me. I had never met him. And he got sloshed. And he was like, I'm going to go fuck this up. I'm like, go ahead. I said, hey, go over your time if you want to. He was eating a huge dick up there. And so, like, it was just, people were just yelling, like, boo. And so he brought his kid up on stage. Like, that was going to help. He's like, this is my son. And they're like, fuck him, too.
Little shit.
Tell a joke, little bitch.
I was like, dude, you can't have all this music and then want some comedy. So then the security guy's looking right there. He's like, save us, dog. I said, oh, no, this is about to be even worse. So I go out. All these kids are lined up on the front, standing on these, like, cattle gates. And they're, like, looking at me. I'm like, dude, all my shit's dirty. They're like, run it. And I'm like, I'm going to. Like, that's all I got. I was like, I got paid to do a job. I only know how to do them way. I'm sorry. I said, if y'all want to move these motherfuckers, like, and I said, my first 3 minutes is like on incest. So, and they didn't
The definition
move them.
of a tight 3.
It went all right, but it sucked, dude. It was so fucking, I don't know. Like, the dude really set the bar low. I liked having to follow that, actually. Like,
Bro, the worst hosting gig I ever got in my life. There was a time when Jesse was producing shows where if he couldn't make the show, he would just send me instead.
yeah.
Because it would steal the money. That's the only reason I could figure. But so he's like, hey, I got this thing in Katy I can't make. You want to go? You got a host, but you want to go host it? Pay the $100. And I get there and I park and I look up and the banner says "Tune Out Cancer Benefit." And after bands play all day long, it's just me playing Russian roulette in my head. Like, do I make cancer jokes? Do I not? I can just introduce people. You could just get out clean. You could just introduce people, and they don't even know you're a comic. You could just be a host.
Yeah.
You don't have to tell jokes. You can just be like, here, the band's here. Nope.
Intrusive thoughts.
I started doing Make-A-Wish jokes, and it just started getting worse and worse.
It's fun. Those TikTok guys, because like it can go one way or another with the TikTok comics. Because I've done a lot of work where I've opened for them at like the Houston. I'm basically the fat slut of the Houston Improv. They're like, hey, we forgot to book a host or a feature. Like, you up?
You up?
Yeah, and I'm like, yeah, of course I'll suck it. And
We would all kill to be that whore. Too. That's the word.
and
I'll put on weight to be the fat whore. Houston Improv.
no, and so some of the TikTok guys, because they have huge followings, like they have these huge followings, and they'll sell out the Improv. But I'll be like, so how many times have you done stand up? They're like, oh, this is my first time, and I was just like, yeah. I'm like, yo, like They sold 350 tickets on a fucking Wednesday, and then they have their merch from like one of their characters where it's like, I'm a crazy grandma, or like whatever made them millions of followers, and then they sell these $50 T-shirts, and they just leave town like the snake oil salesmen that they are.
Yeah, those people all come out really. They just want a fucking picture with them.
That's
It's just a long meet and greet, really. Just an awkward, very long, awkward meet and greet.
I'm like, that is what it is, right? Because this
that's such an.
I mean, that's how I was when I first got started. But I started with Rocky Dale Davis. Like, I've always tried to put people in front of me that like are good or like help me, and like Rocky's a dick. Yeah, and he was perfect to start with because he was just on my ass constantly. He's like, this sucks, that's trash, throw that whole thing away. And I'm like, oh, this bit. He said the whole thing, like everything you said.
Trying to save you, sir.
I was at the Comedy Catch. He never gave me like any type of compliments. We're at the Comedy Catch, and I had this bit, and he was like, he's like, that's actually. It's not a bad premise. And I'm like, thanks. So like he's like, I like what you said right here. He's like, but add this. He's like, and you'll get another laugh. And I'm like, cool. So we're in there, and I'm like a son looking for his dad. Like I said it, and it just ripped. And I was like, oh my God, I'm up there. I'm like looking for Rocky. I'll see him. I get off stage. He's outside smoking a cigar. I was like, dude, I did that. And he's like, yeah. I said, it killed. He wouldn't even look up from his phone. He's like, yeah, I know it killed. I fucking wrote it.
Fuck you, man.
Fuck you, bitch.
I had the nuts to tell you some shit like that, and then be like, yeah, already. I've done that before and be like, oh, yeah, don't even thank me. Stop saying that shit.
Right.
I didn't even give you that.
Oh yeah, exactly. That was awesome. Thanks. Of course.
Of course it was.
I'm a genius.
It was funny when I told you, wasn't it? Damn.
That's funny. Giving bits to other comics and then watching them perform them like, you're doing it wrong.
Like, I was like, you're not supposed to say it like, yeah. You're supposed to say, nigga. Like, what is you doing?
I had the fucking remorse. Like I gave Jesse a joke the other day, and as soon as I gave it to him, I was like, I should have kept that one. Because I tweaked it in my head all the way. I'm like, I should have. And now I'm watching what he's doing with it.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like,
surrogate.
It's like watching your kid strike out at Little League, man. It's hard, bro.
You fucking surrogate. You feel like a surrogate.
I can't help you.
You feel like Blue Ivy's real mom. This bitch can dance. God damn, man. I like it sometimes, but that part where it's like, God, give it back.
Yeah.
You gonna keep fucking it up. Give it back. That's not what the fuck I said say. Like, damn, bro. Like, shit, that's why you suck, dog. That's why you need help, because you keep doing shit like this.
Some people take a tag so bad you just stop helping them forever.
Like, hey, big baby, you want to help me?
Nah, you on your own, bro.
Man, I got yoga class tomorrow.
I got a yoga class. Is that I got to rewind all my DVDs.
Shit. You know, I got some Redbox DVDs I got to send back. Redbox be tripping, bro. Like,
I once had a girl listen to her entire set and literally have blank silences and just be like, oh, smarter crowds will laugh there.
I've been there.
The fuck do you even say to that, bro? All right.
Smarter crowds will laugh there.
That's crazy shit. I've been in the crowd.
Good luck in Austin, bitch.
I've been in the crowd and heard a joke that was good, not hit, and be like, that shit was funny. Like, I'm like, nah, fuck that. That was funny. Like, especially at the riot. I'll sit there, I'll be like, nah, that was hard. That was hard in the bitch. Y'all tripping. I was like,
the crowds be making you doubt your shit sometimes. I'm like, I've got 150 tapes of people laughing at this joke. No, it's really you. It's you right the fuck here.
Say, oh, you want me to take it. Okay. All right. What you got on? Once you start making examples.
Last night was the 11 p.m. show was really rowdy.
We discussed this off air. Can we discuss on air the phone calls me and Big Baby got last night? Because you opened up with my favorite sentence I think I've ever had anybody start a phone call with. I pick up the phone and say hello, and Will goes, did you know it's a no refusal weekend in Galveston? Like, that's a very specific fact to be calling me.
I had to leave the phone on to see if he was being pulled over at the moment.
Yeah.
I was like, "Is this happening now? Are you? What's happening?"
It was I was down in Galveston. I did. Yesterday was my brother's engagement party. Whatever my brother's getting married, and they had a fucking lunch at a golf club.
Shout out Joe.
Shout out Joe.
Joe.
Shout out Joe. Shout out Gina. Shout out Big Ange.
Whole loading clan.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Exactly.
I hope you never
She's
see this.
Italian, and we're fine with it.
Progressive.
Are we?
Hard are we?
Are we? How hard can I get that R to be? Are we?
You got full pirate. Are we?
Okay.
Continue.
So yeah, I was at a golf club. I had to wear a sports coat, and I'm not normally a sports coat guy. And I had a couple of glasses of wine, and they did not have Jägermeister at the golf club, surprisingly.
Did the bartender head go sideways?
Yeah.
Country Club Will is a Will I'm almost willing to get dressed up to see.
I don't care if my boy get to the boy asking for Jägermeister. I'm going right behind her. Y'all got old English? You got to have one.
Yeah.
Pretty much combining y'all two is how you make Kenny Powers.
Here's a sensu bean.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Holy shit.
That's so funny.
I like that you're mad you have to drink wine.
It was that shit.
Sure. Oh, no juice? Yeah.
He got me mad. He's like, I made it. I'm not going to jail today.
But yeah, so I started drinking early, and then the Astros game, I had a couple more beers, and then I went down to Galveston, and I did 2 shows in Galveston. One of them was at a brewery where I had more beers, and they had Jaeger. So, I'd paced it out pretty well all day. Like, I wasn't like shithoused or anything, but like I was driving back because I still had to make the 11 o'clock show in Houston, and I just saw like 9 cop cars speed by me on the bridge on the way off the Galveston fucking island, and I was just like, and I was like Googling, I was like, oh shit, it's a no refusal weekend, and so I called my 2 best friends, and I was like, hey guys, if you don't hear from me, just know that I'm in
There's a heads up.
Galveston County Jail.
I'm getting my karma.
But no, I was driving by, and I just showed them I had my ID and my insurance, and they just looked at me and they're like, "Go on," and I was like, "Fucking yeah."
I'm not going to lie. I'm kind of rooting for you to get arrested at some point in our tenure. Because, like, me and you have had to deal with his legal shit.
My
Y'all
legal
two
shit.
had to deal with me going to jail in Padre Island. This shit's fucking unbalanced. You need
I was a bad boy, and now I'm a grown man that makes slightly less shitty decisions.
Trying to get to that
That's
point.
funny as shit.
You'll make it one day,
We'll get
man.
there.
Man.
I don't. Your shitty decisions are such good stories, bro. Like,
Yeah, so it pays off.
much.
You know,
just, you know what will kill this podcast perfectly? If you don't mind repeating yourself, fucking tell him the story you told me. Fucking tell them the story you told me when you goddamn got here.
okay. So I drink a lot, dude.
Campfire.
I like Wild Turkey 101. I really fucked like a lot of shit up on it, you know. So like, I moved out here to like try to stop drinking so much, and it's not gone that great. But I took a decent break from liquor, and so the other night I had to go see my kids in Alabama. So I took a bunch of Adderall. I drove Friday night all night. I slept like 2 hours.
It's a 12-hour.
Yeah. So I'm like with my kids all day Saturday. It's my daughter's birthday Sunday. I'm taking her out. Then I leave Sunday at like 5. I've had like 2 or 3 hours of sleep over the past couple of days. I ate a bunch of Adderall. I said, I'm going to drive back because I had to take this rental car back at like 9 in the morning, and I had to be at this meeting at like 10. So I'm hauling ass, and I just get exhausted. And so I stop, and I'm in Slidell, Louisiana. It's like
fucking
1
no
o'clock.
Slidell. Yep.
Well,
Right across that bridge.
I'm just laying in my car trying to sleep. I was going to get a couple hours, but I just couldn't go to sleep. I was like, I need a fucking drink. So I like look up what's open at this time. And there was this bar, like the Grease Monkey, that closes at 2. I go in there, it's like 1:15. The bartender, she's mad. There's like 4 people in there. And she was like, what the fuck? I'm like, I just like, how long I got? She's like, 40 minutes. I was like, okay, I'm just trying to get drunk enough to pass out in my car. And she's like, okay. So I'm like, give me 3 doubles of Wild Turkey 101. Hadn't ate all day. So I'm down 2 of them, all right, and I'm sipping on the last. I'm going to enjoy my fucking 35 minutes, you know?
Yeah.
And I go to the bathroom. I think somebody drugged me because, like, I wake up in some really fucked up shit all the time, whatever. But, like, I don't even remember seeing this person. I wake up the next morning on this couch, and, like, it's dark, and there's this chick sitting there across from me in this recliner. She's smiling. She's like, you're so handsome. And I was like, thank you. And she's like, you're, like, the most handsome man that I've ever had over here. And I'm like, had over here? I was like, wait a minute. I'm looking around, and I sleep naked. My adult life, I've only woken up in my adult life with clothes on 4 times. I knew I really got fucked up. So I felt good about that. I'm like, I didn't fuck this chick, right? And I still have my sticky socks on from the trampoline park.
There you go.
So that's good. So like it's dark and I'm like I'm tripping out. I really don't know where the fuck I'm at. I don't even remember this bitch. And it looks like a scene from Hoarders. She's got shit piled up everywhere. And I'm like, you cut a light on? She's like, you know I ain't got power. And I said, what? And she's like, that's what it's like when you broke. And I was like, yeah. I was like, that sucks. And I was like, where's the bathroom? So I'm walking to the bathroom and there's nothing on the floor. It's like plywood floors. But she's got carpet hanging from the door in the bathroom. Like that's the door to get into the bathroom. Like you can put, yeah. With a nail, dude, nailed up there.
Oh, God.
So I go in, and I got to piss. Bro, listen, bro. I got to piss, and I had this Adderall all night, and I don't know why it makes it hard for me to pee. So I really got to, like, you know, and, like, let gravity do it. Well, she's in there. It's so quiet because the power's off. And she goes, what's taking so long? I'm like, oh, my God, am I a fucking hostage? So I'm like, I don't know, just a second. And so she comes pushing through the curtain. And she's like, there's 2 turtles in this tank. And then just starts pissing in the bathtub. And so I turn around and I said, oh, okay. I said, that's crazy. There's like gallon jugs of water all on the floor. She's like, that's how you flush it, but don't flush that. I'm like, all right. So I go into the living room. I see my backpack. And I'm like, oh, thank God. And so I open it up. My wallet's in there, my knife, everything, and my gun. So I'm like, yes. So I pull my gun out. She comes out of the bathroom. She goes, oh. She's like, you got a gun? I'm like, yes, I do. You goddamn right. And she's like, I fucking hate guns. I was like, good. So I'm putting this shit in my pants. I'm like, yo.
In this tank.
I'm putting a gun. I was like, hey, I got to go. She said, yeah, you got to go to Texas. I was like, yeah, you know that? And she's like, yeah. She said, you're going to take me to New Orleans on the way. I said, She said, yeah, you said you would. You got to go straight to New Orleans and straight to Baton Rouge. I said, what else I say? You know? She's like, you were really interested in my pictures. And she was telling me about these pictures on the wall. And she's like, you know about that one. There's one like face down on the thing. And I'm like, this one. And I pick it up and she's like, oh, fuck him. Fuck him. That's my dad. And I'm like, oh, fuck that guy. You know? And I was like, why fuck him? You know? Is he dead? And she's like, no, he's got custody of my kids. I'm like, well, that makes sense. You know, like, I said, just go get them back, you know? And she's like, that's what everybody says. Like, I'm going to take my fucking dad to court. I'm like, okay. Like, I was like, I'm going to be real with you. I was like, we got to go. I said, because this place is freaking me out. Too. And she's like, yeah, you said it freaked you out last night when I told you somebody died in here. And I was like, pause. I was like, I really got to know. I was like, who died in here? I was like, you know, because she said her mom had died of cancer. She's like, well, she said, I had this black dude that was wanting to live with me. And she said, I fucked with him. She's like, but he did heroin. And I only fucked with Crystal. And I'm like, exactly. Respect. So she's
ladies
like,
got to have a code.
She's like, I told him if he could just get off that, he'd be fine. He could come stay. And he did. So he was living with me upstairs in my bedroom. And I'm sleeping down here on the couch. And I'm like, all right. She's like... She goes, this is my government phone. All right, she pulls it out, and it's like a fucking jitterbug or something. She's like, I don't know how they got this number, but his buddies start calling me one day, and they were like, hey, we ain't seen him. Where's he at? And she's like, ain't his fucking mama? And they're like, yeah, but he lives there. And she's like, he's not here. And they're like, okay. She's like, well, a few days goes by. And she said they call back. And they're like, look, his mom and dad don't know where he's at. His girlfriend don't know where he's at. I swear on my fucking kids. I'm in this bitch's house, dude. She's telling me all this shit. She's like, so they're like, we just go check on him up there? And she's like, I've been here all day, every day. He's not here. He's been so quiet if he is. And so they're like, yeah. So she's like, I get halfway up the stairs and I smell him. And I'm like, no. And she's like, he was like 160 pounds. She said, when I got up there, she's like, he was just like blowed up in the bed. And I'm like, yeah. And so I was like, man, well, I got to get going. And so I was like, if you're going to go, I said, I need to make a phone call. I said, if you're going to go with me, I said, go get your shit together. We're going to go in a minute. She's like, okay. So she runs to the back room. I got out, dude. I got in my fucking car. And by the way, I'm parked in like shrubbery. Okay. Everything's grown up. There's like an eviction note like stapled to the fucking door. And there's concrete splattered all over the hood and the windshield. I'm like, okay. So I just floored out of there, and I took this rental car. I'm late as fuck. I woke up at like 11:45. Missed everything. So the guy at the rental car place is texting me. It's on Turo, so it's somebody's car.
Yeah.
So I have to pull back up with this shit all over the hood, the windshield. He's like, "What the fuck is that?" I was like, "I don't know, man." I was like, "I think it's concrete." And he's like, "Why?" I was like, "Oh, but I got the insurance." Fucking, you're lucky you got it back, dog.
Look, I wasn't embarrassed enough to leave it there.
Right.
What do you mean?
Damn.
Cancel the card.
I was just getting dumb shit, man. I get fucked up.
That's crazy as shit, bro. Now I don't woke up at a bitch house and been like, Brandon, what the fuck? As soon as she wake up and smile at me, oh, you woke? Oh, she is too happy to see me. I shouldn't be here.
I had like this one break my pinky in Dallas. Like I had to show at the Improv or whatever, and it went viral. She beat my ass in traffic for like 22 minutes. I met her at a Ruby Tuesdays in North Carolina. And like, there's this Mexican guy at the bar talking to the bartender about this underground rodeo, and I'm like, "Who's fucking Harriet Tubman running this bitch?" I was like, what is that?
Yeah.
And he's like, it's like no rules, you know. He's like, you just go and like it's in somebody's backyard. I'm like, that sounds fucking lit. Like, let's go. And so this chick comes in. She's fine as fuck. She got dressed nice, and she's a professor at App State. And I'm like, you want to go to the underground rodeo? She's like, I've never been to a rodeo. So we go. I take a whole bottle of wild turkey. I get fucked up. Well, the Mexican dude's trying to talk me into jumping the fence. And so I was like, you know, they had this game where you could rip the ribbon off the bullhorn, you get $500. I was like, I want to get that. So I go sign up, and the dude's sitting here, I swear to God, this little bullshit chair, and he's got this loose leaf paper, and he's like, sorry, the list is full. I'm like, bitch, draw another line. Like, I just saw you make this.
What do you mean?
So he wouldn't let me do it, and so I get fucking tanked, and the game starts, and he's like, get out there, bro. He's like, nobody will know. And I'm like, yeah. So I jump the fence, and these guys come in, and they get me, and like, no bueno. Like, they throw me out, like, and they knock me out, dude. Like,
I thought it was no rules.
Apparently there's a couple. So I get knocked out. I wake up in this chick's bed the next day. She's hot. I'm like, hey, this is dope. And she's like, who the fuck was that last night? I was like, I'm sorry. I just drink a lot sometimes. It's fine. We're working on it. She's like, yeah. So we hang out like 2 or 3 more times. Her dad's like rich as fuck. He works for NASA. He lives in Huntsville, Alabama. I had this show at the Improv, right? And then I had one at Galveston, Ocean's Cabaret the next night. Right?
Yep.
I was like, you want to go to these shows with me? She said, yeah. So the plan was to drop her kid off in Huntsville, drive a few more hours, sleep, wake up early, and then make it to Dallas. But we stop at this place called the Thirsty Turtle, and we get fucked up in Huntsville, and some guy just gives us a bag of Coke. So we're like, why not? So we do that all night. We're driving. It's like 7 o'clock in the morning. And she's like, let me drive your truck. And I'm like, yeah, I need to sleep. So she's driving my truck. She's playing music on my phone. I'm like this, dude. I fall asleep for like 20 minutes. I wake up, and she's like all the way up on the steering wheel. Her eyes are wide open. She's just talking to herself. And I'm like, oh, no. I was like, you're about to crack. You know, I was like, hey. I was like, you good? She's like, I really trust you. And I was like, what? Like, what do you mean? And she's like, I've had your phone this whole time. I've had your phone this whole time playing music, and I haven't even gone through it. And I was like, you can go through it. And she's like, really? And I said, yeah, because in my mind, we're just fucking, and we're hanging out. So that's how I meant it. She interpreted it as, and I don't have anything to hide from you.
Yeah.
So she was like, that's really cool. Fast forward, we're about an hour outside of Dallas, okay?
Take you up on
She's like grabbing my phone out of my lap, play the song, grabbing it. So I get I'm fucking pissed off. I hadn't slept for like 20, 30 minutes. I pull over. I'm like, give me your goddamn phone. And I connect it to the Bluetooth. I'm like, you see, bitch? I was like, now you can play it off your
phone. Yeah, the fuck.
So she snaps. And she's like, that's shady as fuck. And I was like, what do you mean? And she's like, seems like you got something you're trying to hide from me. I was like, bitch, what happened to the whole Martin Luther King speech you made this morning about it? I was like, you've had my phone all fucking day. And she's like, and I was like, and what would I have to hide from you? I was like, we're just fucking anyways. And she goes, oh, so you are talking to other bitches? I like, yeah. So she
100%.
gets pissed. She slaps me. So I pull over and I'm like, oh, don't put your goddamn hands on me. She's like, why not? I'm like, I don't know how to answer that, but just don't. So she's
what? An official RNS moment. Hey, you've been stamped, my boy. So,
I just, so she slaps me 3 more times. So I get out of the truck. I'm like, oh, fuck. It's like my mom, and she like raised, she just beat the fucking out of me. She's like, don't, she like beat me. She's like, don't hit women. I'm like, okay. So I get back in the truck, and I'm like, yo, I was like, don't talk to me. Don't look at me. I said, don't say a word. I said, call your dad. I was like, get a fucking hotel, get an Uber, get a flight. Just get the fuck out of my life. She's like, oh, I can't come to the show? I'm like, fuck no. No. She's like, fine. I was like, cool. She's like, well, fuck you. I was like, fuck you. So she rolls over the window, like, pouting. Like 10 minutes go by, we're stuck in traffic, Dallas, like 4 lanes.
Of course.
She like rings. She goes, so really, you're not gonna do this? And I was like, I'm not gonna do what? And she's like, you're not gonna let me go to the show? I said, bitch, I never want to see you again.
Yeah,
so she just punches me in the face and starts beating my ass for like 20 minutes. Like, she wanted me to hit her back. She's in my face. She's like, hit me back, bitch. So she breaks my pinky. She's like leaned over the seat, kicking me in the face. Crazy. I can't get out of traffic. There's just one point this guy beside us in this truck saw what was going on, and like he looked concerned like for her, but then he watched for a minute and he was like, oh, maybe I should go beat her ass. Like, but then he just got totally scared of everything and like backed off.
He was like,
so we get out of traffic. I get out of my truck. I'm like, I gotta go. I was like, you have all this shit. I'm on the side of the interstate, and she's like, where are you going? And I was like, I gotta get away from you. And she's like, why, you want to hit me? I'm like, bitch, I wanted to hit you 30 minutes ago. I was like, now I want to kill you. And I can't. And I can't do that. Because if I kill you, I might have to kill myself. And I'm cute as shit. I ain't going to prison getting fucked the rest of my life for you.
not for you and that nose, bitch. No.
Yeah. And I said, I swear to God, I'll cut you up out here with my pocket knife. So I crawl up this 20-foot wall on the side of the interstate. It's raining. I walk down to this Best Buy. I'm in shock, dude. It's 22 fucking minutes. I timed it.
Yeah.
So I lay down in the rain on the sidewalk out here. People were coming out of Best Buy, these TVs. She's like, what the fuck? So I called Jesse. He's at the Improv. I'm like, hey, man, will you come get me? He's like, I'm setting up merch, bro. What's going on? I'm like, you're right. Never mind. So
you're right.
The Improv calls, and they're like, Dustin, like the show's gonna start soon. Like Jesse doesn't know where you're at or anything. I'm like, yeah, I'll call y'all back. So I call that girl, and I'm like, hey, girl, what you got going on? She's like, fuck you. I'm in an Uber right now. I've got this hotel, and I'm like, oh, cool. So you're not in my truck? She said, no. So I run back to my truck. She threw all my merch on the interstate. I'm out here like picking up wet T-shirts, playing Frogger in like 4 fucking lanes. So I go to the show.
Frogger across 4 lanes.
Just fucking around on 45
in the middle of Dallas.
So
oh, shit.
I go to the show. I'm soaking wet. Everyone in there is looking like, what in the fuck? I go in the green room, and Jesse's like, hey, like, did you shower with your clothes on? I'm like, hey, fuck you. I was like, I just got my ass beat by this bitch in traffic for 22 minutes.
My finger.
So the lady, she's like coming into the green room serving us. She's like, can I get you anything? And I was like, yeah, like 7 towels and like 3 shots of Patron to start. Like, I ended up doing like 6 shots of Patron. I go do my set. There's this lady in the front with her whole pussy out. Like, she's like, we do porn. I'm like, oh, like Pornhub? And she's like, OnlyFans. I'm like, bitch, that's like great value porn. Like, I was like, my aunt's on OnlyFans. And her husband's like, we do hot wife porn. And I'm like, what? And he's like, look. And he like spreads her legs and her pussy's out. So like I turn around. He's like, oh, don't be embarrassed, bro. I was like, I'm not embarrassed. It smells like shit up here now. And so I'm over the whole day. I get off stage.
That was a rough day.
Yeah. I get off stage. This chick's blowing my phone up. She's like, come to the hotel. Fuck me one more time. Jesse's like, no. He's like, give me your keys. I don't trust you. It was cute as fuck, man. Jesse took me to this hotel, tucking me in. He gave me like 6 Tylenol PM. He's like, don't leave this room. I'm like,
but don't die.
I wake up.
That's how Bud B killed Pimp C. That's how Bud B killed Pimp C. I've been trying to prove it this whole time, and he just said it.
We ain't no freaks. We family men out here trying to get this paper.
What's the comic she works at the Improv Show? Christy, she's really funny. I don't know. Yeah. She hears the story from me on stage. That's the only place I said. There's only like 80 people in the crowd that night. The next morning, Jesse picks me up at the hotel. He said, dude, that bitch beat your ass. My face is fucked up. Shit. I'm like, yeah. He's like, no, like I saw the video. I was like, video? And so he's like, yeah, bro. He's like, check this out. Somebody recorded us in traffic. Like, they were behind us, all right? Yeah. It was on fucking Dallas News. It was on. It's 7.4 million views on Facebook. My tag. So my ex-wife sends it to me the next day. My little brother's a cop back, and they're sending welfare checks to my house because they thought I kidnapped my ex-wife. Like it was like I really kidnapped the bitch. Hold on, I'll show you, dude. Just going to town, whooping my fucking ass, dude.
Damn. I'm so glad there's video proof. Oh my god.
No,
getting your ass whooped in traffic because there's no video proof of me like pushing.
They thought you kidnapped your ex-wife.
Yeah, because it looks like a kidnapping scene. When you see it, you'll be like, oh, yeah, it looks like somebody kidnapped this bitch. I was the victim. I'm in here fighting for my life.
That's what I do was like, hey, I might get some pussy. Oh, she's winning. Let me just mind my business.
Holy shit!
Yeah, dude. My pinky still, bro. It's November, dude.
You up,
man?
I
full blown white woman.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
dude, that is some card jujitsu.
Oh my god damn, D. Was all right.
Yeah, man.
Okay, knowing that it was gonna end up like that.
God damn.
Was the pussy worth it?
Yeah. I can show you a video of that too.
Oh, my mama. Yeah. That was a hell of a nut, though. I can't lie.
Straight up.
That bitch is a fighter.
Yeah. I wish I knew her name just so I could take it to Vegas and place money on her being your second ex-wife.
That's funny as shit. Damn, bro, she was kicking hard than a bitch.
Man,
you had your own Amber Heard, and you just let the shit slip away.
I know it.
I definitely would have shot her ass. I shot her ass right.
Oh, we got to one point. I literally had to like pull my gun out. I dropped all the bullets. I was like, because I'm really about to shoot this bitch.
Yeah, I might shoot this bitch in the toe.
And she's in here. I'm really. She's still beating my ass. She's like, do it.
Bitch, you ain't never finna wear stilettos again, bitch. I'm about to let it go.
I will Megan the Stallion your ass.
I swear to God, it's in my jeans.
It was fucking wild, man.
Oh, hell no, man. Congratulations to you, my brother, for surviving that incident and still having a career.
I can't even drive in traffic regularly. Much less when somebody's beating my ass.
Oh,
like, how do you just continue on your journey for 22 minutes?
It was raining. It was raining too.
No, one point
some weird female shit where they're like, it was raining.
We were going on this one like off ramp, and like the truck literally goes sideways, and like some fucking Tokyo Drift shit, and she stops beating my ass because she thinks we're gonna die. I get the truck back straight, it stops for a second, and I look at her. She looks at me. I was like, all right. I was like, that was kind of cool, right? And she goes, that was kind of cool. Back whooping my ass.
That is some very good vaginas. I know that's some good vagina. That's crazy. Like that's crazy.
So that truck, dude. So I was in that truck. I kicked the windshield out in that truck. New Year's at the cancer party. She's got beer spill all in it, dude. So I let that truck go. Like I don't know if you've ever had like anything get like repossessed, but it's fucking kind of fun. But it's white trash. It's like high stakes scavenger hunt.
Yeah. Been there.
You gamble in with like 200 points of your credit score, and the winner gets a truck. Dude.
That is fucking hilarious.
I swear to God. I won for like 4 months. And I found the laws, man. Like they can't get it if it's in your garage. But my truck wouldn't fit all the way in my garage, so I would just like let it down to like just the bumper, so you just see, so they could see it. They're driving by like, oh, you bitch. But they came and got it one night. I was on a date with this chick at this bar. We go in. It's like 12:30. We come out at 1:30, and my truck's gone. And like I know. But like I don't want to say her, like, so you gotta. I forgot where I parked, so I'm like, huh? And she's like, "You're drunk. Maybe you parked around back." I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "Let's get in my car." We're circling the block like 4 times. I'm leaning out the window, like, "What the fuck?" You ever try to find something you know is already gone? Trying to come up with a lie.
How long do I act like?
So I told her, I was like, "It probably got stolen." She's like, "What?" I said, "Because I left the keys in it." She's like, "Damn." She's like, "You need to call somebody." I said, "I'll handle it tomorrow." I said, "Let's go to this other bar." She's like, "How are you so okay with this?" I was like, that's one of the things. So I go,
it's just a truck.
swear, bro. We walk in this bar. This dude comes up talking to her, and she's dapping him up. And she goes, "Oh, my God." She's like, "Troy, this is Dustin." She's like, "Dustin, he's a cop." She's like, "Tell him about your truck." I was like, "Oh, nah, he's off duty." I was like, I want to bother Troy with this. And he's like, "What happened with your truck, man?" She's like, "It just got stolen." He's like, "When?" She's like 10 minutes ago tonight, whatever. Like, she's like, right down the road on Main Street. He said, "Damn." He's like, "We got cameras all right there." He said, "I can call up to the department, have them look. We'll see who it was." I said, "Nah, we ain't got to bother them with this."
Especially the friend of
I was
her.
like, "We'll get a head start, dog." Like, fuck it. And he's like, "No, I got you." So he calls him. So I'm like, "Oh my God." So I just turn around, dude. I'm at the bar, like, fuck my life. And she's giving him all the spiel about my truck, telling what it looks like. I'm like, "Fuck you, bitch." Like, And so like he gets off the phone. I straight up, the dude comes and puts his hand on my shoulder. He's like, "Dustin, they said that they came and got it with a tow truck." And I was like, "What?" I was like, "We're dealing with professionals, man." Fucking Dominic Toretto.
Fast and Furious style.
And that girl was so dumb. I was really, thank God, because even like weeks after, she said, "Did they ever find the people that came and got your truck?" Like, it's theirs now.
Yeah, it's theirs now. They chopped it up.
Oh my God.
Fucking hilarious.
It's into 17 pieces now.
Yeah. So
that's
How are
hilarious.
you so okay with this?
what do you mean, man? Oh yeah.
C'est la vie, all right? As the French would say. So is
Just
life.
material
I have-
possessions, man.
I had a car repo while I was eating crawfish with my family. And it happened the day DeAndre Hopkins got traded because it was double whammy for me. It was like I was watching TV, and DeAndre Hopkins been traded for a ham sandwich. I was like, the fuck? What the fuck is he doing? Damn, he tripping. What the fuck? What the fuck are they doing? I was like, got my car ass all in the air. I'm like, damn, he got me. My whole family had a pile in the Uber. I was like, we're not getting a truck when we just spent money on crawfish.
That's cool. I saw my oldest sister. I was just outside playing when I was a kid one day, and some people just repossessed her Dodge Neon.
Ooh, shit, a neon.
It's just me and my friend playing catch, and just two strange people just pulling the driveway and started hooking up the car.
Yeah.
She comes out like 20 minutes later, like, "Why didn't you get somebody? What the fuck you want me to do?"
Hey,
dog?
there
Like,
goes
I'm
your
dead.
shit.
There's a car, and then there's a bigger car taking
Right.
I don't think you can do anything about that. like I'm just watching it.
I've never had anything repossessed because I'm awesome.
Yeah.
Will's
Looking
parents
down
are
on us.
accountants, so
Yeah.
they manage money well in their household. Like, fucking.
I lost my car because of pandemic.
Yep.
They shut down the little thing. But I don't miss the car, but I kind of miss the car.
Yeah.
But I don't miss the motherfucker. It was like, man, I was like, Nissan Maxima is nice as long as it's nice.
Yeah.
Once that bitch dog, you start getting that little wear and tear, you like, ooh, the dash is cracked. Ew, it's worth $4,000. I can't do nothing with a CVT rubber band transmission.
Oh my God.
Oh,
I say, God damn.
I'll tell you the wildest thing I ever saw carted off. The first house my parents owned, the city said we couldn't live there anymore because it was too structurally unsafe. So they sold it. But like when they sold the house, they didn't sell the land. Some people just came on like a fucking truck picked the house up off his morning and just drove the motherfucker down the freeway, bro. I'm fucking 5 years old watching people drive away with my house. I was like, I didn't even know they could fucking do that.
So Aaron's.
I just saw them twist the house by the curb, and I was like, I didn't know they can fucking pick up and turn the house. They
Oh, what the fuck?
Put the shit on a truck.
I knew they did. It was used to like trailers. Like,
man,
Your house drives itself away.
Right.
What the fuck?
They're going to have them Tesla houses, too. They're going to drive that shit right back to the factory.
Man, self-repossessing cars is so funny to me, bro.
It's hilarious.
Like, I feel for people's plights, and it sucks that you can't fade the repo man anymore. But just like the idea of some dude like on his way to go get pussy, and then the car just starts driving itself to the right.
What I would do is have like a big-ass garage and put one in there, and then like not make the payment, miss the payment on purpose, and watch it try to figure a way to get out.
Your car's just bouncing around like a Roomba.
I can't get the fuck out. Yeah, bitch, you gonna have to be about that life, cuz.
You just become Buffalo Bill. It puts the lotion on the
You gotta recharge sometime, nigga. I got the plug.
The idea of you taunting a Tesla is so fucking funny.
Whose side you on for real?
Clean
Where you
yourself.
going, bitch?
Now we can have a deal. You on 13%. The dealership is 27 miles away. You ain't gonna make it nowhere. How about we get a deal? I don't make no payments, and you get to be free.
Just run in the wild.
You ain't got to drive back to nobody. Shit, you want an Uber at 3 o'clock in the morning, nigga? Do your thing. See what I'm saying? You want to go fuck a Honda?
You're so fucking stupid, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, y'all getting that bit later on. I'm working on that one.
There we go.
Oh, shit, yeah. Good times.
Oh shit, man. We already done ran to an hour 15 just like that, bro.
Yeah.
Cool.
Ended on the
Man.
line. It's good.
Appreciate you coming out and doing this.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me.
Hopefully I didn't get you too fucked up to fuck up your whole evening.
No.
You a little low on the couch right now.
Yeah, I got to go talk to these people about a fucking roof too, dude. I don't know shit about it. Dude, I've been this shit. Like, it sucks, man. Then, like, I got this engineer the other day, and as soon as I'm like, yeah, man, I'm just out here sewing roofs. He's like, I know more about it than you do. I said, absolutely. There's not a doubt in my
not in
mind.
question.
I just like, hey, man, fucking, I'm sorry. You know, and he's just like going on. And then, I don't know, I almost fell off one the other day. I was barefoot, this bitch in her garage. She was like, are you fucking barefoot on my roof? I'm like, what are you, eating off of it, bitch? I'm going to fall and die. Like, fuck. Crazy, man.
Why are you barefoot on people's roofs though, bro?
I had to get up there and chalk it up for the hail damage and the wind damage. I was working with, like, home team, helping them out. And, man, it's
They don't let you wear shoes to do that shit?
Well, I was wearing my boots, but they was too slippery. I was falling off. Now I got these cougar paws, and it's like this fucking sticky ass shit to wear up there. But
Where you get them tatted at?
You shit.
If I see cougar paws on the neck, oh man, back shots.
All night long, back shots.
Oh, my mom, if I see any type of titty tat, I'm walking, I'm lurking like, what's on the menu tonight?
Yeah,
I'm looking for leopard print, man. Leopard print. Leopard print bottom I'm hunting, bro.
That's,
Titty
You won't give the people your social media for you?
oh yeah, you can just find me on anything. Dustin Sims, man, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube,
Yeah,
Pornhub, Grinder.
there you go. There you go.
TikTok for a little while longer.
Yeah, oh yeah. I
Look.
fucking hate TikTok, anyways.
TikTok's so awful, but TikTok thinks I'm Mexican. It it shows me like drywall
I'm not
stuff.
unconvinced myself,
and
to be perfectly.
and like different handicraft stuff, and then it'll be like growing up in a Latina household, like and then like raise a chancla.
If you just looked at the hair, the first thing people say about Loden, hardworking.
Yeah.
Frequently naps in the afternoons.
Under a tree.
Mostly does drywall.
Quasi-religious and conservative. We have 20 more dates this year for You Look Like, which is
Up
awesome.
to 20 now?
Yeah. We are
That's
19.
what's up.
Sorry, yeah, 19 more dates.
I got excited. I thought we got another one on that bitch. I'm like, DJ Khaled.
We're gonna be Lafayette, Lake Charles, not Baton Rouge, Little Rock, and
Rock.
Houston, and San Antonio. So that's exciting. Follow all the Look Like stuff. That's how we want to make more money.
Yeah.
And you can find me on Will_Loden on Instagram.
Yeah, you find me at BBG_FNNYSL.
At Very Dark Comedy on Instagram. Thank you. Good night, everybody.
Toodaloo.